Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this will be your waxing moon reading. A little bit late, I'm sorry, obviously Mercury retrograde hit me and also one of my cameras is out of operation. So there is no shuffle video, it's just going to be a photo that will be up in that corner of the reading, or possibly two photos if any clarification cards need to come out. Now, what we're looking at is what to increase with the light of the waxing moon. Now, like I say, it's late, but it's covering a 2-week period, so hey ho. Now, the reading either is for you or it isn't. There's not a lot of past, but there's quite a bit of present. So if the present doesn't fit, have a look at your rising. Well, especially have a look at your rising sign. In ancient astrology, your rising sign was considered far more important than your sun sign. But yeah, look at your sun, your moon, your rising, at the Venus and Mars, if you're into it, though, although your Mars is in Capricorn right now. Whatever happens, Mars is in Capricorn right now, and there will be some readings this week, either with or without a working second camera, to talk about that. There'll also be a timestamp down below so that you can get past all of my waffle if you're watching more than one reading. And I do say I watch more than one because it's well worth getting a more complete picture. But as I say, it's what to increase with the light of the waxing moon. All the other details about the reading are down there in the description. Let me bring up the cards. Okay, Libra, it will come as no surprise that your reading seems to be all about justice. Libra, the great scales, those who balance. We have the King of Swords at the start of the deck. We have Justice on the bottom of the main deck. We have the Two of Swords in the results, again with that justice imagery. And we have the Seven of Forces within the Oracle cards, again, a justice card. So what I am seeing here, the King of Swords clarified by the star, there is a decision that you need to make. There is a decision that maybe you need to put a stop to something or that you need to actively move forward. How you need to move forward is to act to protect what is yours while remaining within the commitments that you have already established and possibly taking on new commitments. But the first thing is you act to protect what is yours with the Four of Pentacles here. But there is a lot of, I am getting with these cards quite a lot of book work, quite a lot of reading, quite a lot of learning. But where this takes you is to the Sun card, which, as you know, happiest card of the deck, happy, happy, joy, joy. So by acting to protect what is yours, by acting to establish and affirm what is yours, and acting fast, because this is straight above the Ace of Wands, which is clarified by the Four of Wands, that opens up a wonderfully abundant time for you. Again, another oracle card here, Hunter Moon, abundance. So acting to protect what is yours brings a real good, I'm also getting that whole sense of sunshine is the best disinfectant, but it will bring information to you and things will move fast. But you've got to move fast first. In the meantime, as you push forward, there are new commitments that open up to you. And why, how I'm saying it like that is it's not just that you are committing to something new with somebody else, they are committing to something new with you. So this is in your interest. This is a bonus for you. This is quite a magical time as seen by the, well, I don't know, well, they're not unicorns, they're sort of one-horned gazelle type creatures that are prancing through this Four of Wands card here. But there is the influence of a Pisces or a feminine energy bringing a whole new idea to you. You have to, when I first saw that King of Swords, the blue of his throne reminded me immediately, because I saw it out the corner of my eye, of the Marvel character, the Living Tribunal. Big cosmic entity, pronounces judgment on things. It's in the name. Which led me on that whole idea of justice. But again, with this Two of Swords, you've got a head floating in the clouds, not needing to use her eyes, so she's covered them with the visor, which, to a point, I'm showing my geekdom here, can make you think of LaForge off of Star Trek Next Gen. But even of out of my heroic tarot, there's some nymphs that, some spirits that put blindfolds over their eyes because they didn't need their eyes. They were well aware anyway, and sight and visual input was just a distraction. So you need to be aware of all of the commitments that are around you, but you mustn't forget your own dreams. And somebody is going to bring something along that will either introduce a new dream to you or enhance your dream, make it all that much more real and all that much more practical in stepping forward, because that is finally clarified by the Emperor card. Now, there's two cards at the bottom here from the first deck because they were both fighting to get out. So there's two things that are going on all at the same time here, and echoed again the same image by that balance card. What was stuck to it was the Queen of Scrolls. So Seven of Forces, Queen of Scrolls. Again, you've got that feminine energy of higher learning. Now is a really, really good time to be learning, and a really, really good time to increase your dreams, to enhance, fine-tune your dreams. Because, like I say, as soon as you act to protect what is yours and move forward with this extra commitment, things will move fast, you will move fast, and then you will slow down a little bit, but that's because you're approaching the next level. We have at the center of the spread, we have the Knight of Wands, so that forging forward. And remember, knights get things done. Pages think about it. They introduce things, but knights get things done. But this knight is then clarified by the Page of Wands. So it's like this knight then slows down and opens up the door, opens up the space for something new, which will help you to level up, something new to step in, which again helps you cement your own power base. You have the God Force that is lifting you up, there's a lot of glare tonight, sorry about this, is Tyche with Fortune. But interestingly, the God Force that is against you is Asclepius with Healing. I feel like, and you're not going to find that many tarot readers that will say this, but right now, you haven't got time to be concentrating on the healing. This process in and of itself is the healing. Do not be distracted. Do not necessarily delve into this, because right now it's time to move forward. You simply have to be aware. So if there is a wound that needs healing, be aware of the wound, but keep going. Don't be delving into it. Don't be picking it. Don't be saying, well, this is due to something that happened in my childhood and I really need to come to terms with this and this and this. No, you need to learn to carry on for the time being in a different way to what you have before, while still having the wound, because Chiron's over Black Moon Lilith at the moment. That is a real big symbolism for bringing wounds up to the surface and out of secrecy. But the healing will be through action, not through delving. The final oracle cards that I haven't dealt with bring love into the situation. So this feminine influence, or maybe opposite influence that's coming in, Queen of Cups, Queen of Scrolls, may well either be a relationship influence, or may well be somebody who is enhancing your ability to love yourself, wound and all. Communication is the key. So we've got new moon in Aquarius, new moon in Gemini here. Communication is the key, is also echoed by all these wands, that this Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands that's going on, and with the Knights of Swords for that matter. to be aware of what is going on and to define your own rules, you need to not just be aware of the commitments and act on them, but you have to let people know what your commitments are. You don't necessarily have to let them know how you're acting on them, but you need to let people know what your commitments are. And you need to have that communication with anybody who is entering into a new commitment with you, because else, how else are they going to know what they can leave in your hands and what they know they have to look after themselves? But all in all, this looks like there's quite a bit of, I don't even want to say change. This is a conclusion and a moving on. So it's not a new beginning. There is change, but it's not like, oh my God, change. It's a natural progression. It's things that just, it's about time some of this was dealt with. And it may well be legal issues, but there's other things that could be in here as well. So, yep, that's all of the cards. On the bottom of the clarifying deck is Knight of Pentacles. You are going to make progress. You are going to bring it into the real world. You are going to get things done. It may have appeared slow. It's not going to remain that way, but then it will slow down again. And I think by then you'll be going, that's probably not so bad, that it's just slowing down for a few days. And that's the impression I get, a few days. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Libra, comment down below. Please press subscribe while you're there, because I'm a new channel, young channel. Well, I'm not new. I've been going for a month now, nearly. Your next moon reading will be your full moon reading. Your monthlies will be out before then. And also I will be doing Mars, well, by now it's Mars transit Capricorn, rather than Mars ingress. But also Mars on Sunday just gone, crossed over the eclipse point, and I want to do some readings to have a look at those. So they'll be coming up any soon, because remember that eclipse point has power and energy for the next 6 months or so. All right. Cheers.